Hello everyone, I'm back with another in-depth English review. This time I'm playing Malzahar, supporting Sivir, against Blitzcrank, supporting Jhin. The runes and masteries are in the description of the video, as well as the timestamps of the plays and mistakes for those of you who don't like to wait around too much. Now we get invaded by the Blitzcrank. I suspected that, so I showed myself to him. He can't hook me because I have my spell shield. So that, but he only puts down some wards to scout out Karma. You can see we have a pretty weird team. Our mid and jungle forgot to swap, so now we have a mid lane Jax and a jungle Karma. I was one of the last picks in this game. Only Blitzcrank came after me. I counter their entire team. It's insane. With my spell shield I counter Ahri, Tahm, Blitzcrank Q, Jhin W, Jhin ult, Tahm Kench Q, Hecarim E. With my ult I cancel Ahri mobility and the Tahm Kench shield, because if I do it right about when Tahm Kench wants to use his shield, I can suppress him for 2.5 seconds and he will die without being able to use his shield. And last of all, my Void Links counter people that stand still or need to go in. Jhin stands still with his ult and with his W. Blitzcrank needs to go in, Hecarim needs to go in, and Tahm Kench needs to go in. And if Tahm Kench eats someone, he will slow himself down. And my W becomes better. And Blitzcrank slows himself down after a W. So yeah, that's why Malzahar counters their entire team. This Blitzcrank probably thought he was against Karma Sivir. But yeah, this is just AIDS for him. He cannot hook anyone. So the Sivir is pushing the lane constantly. I like this before level 3. Trying to let this Jhin miss some minions under the turret. But after level 3 we need to watch out for the ganks. And Hecarim is very annoying when it comes to ganks, because you can even ward, but he's so fast. You will not, if you not respond immediately, you will die anyways. Especially when you're pushed up like this. So I see the Jhin go for a W. I spawn minions by his side. He will need to use a potion and I will need to use a potion, but I got 3 of them and he only got 1. So that was a good trade. And now I would like to see the Sivir push in the next wave and then freeze in the middle of the wave, because then we can zone out this Jhin, because he's lower on health. I need to watch out for the Blitzcrank hook at the moment. I'm just staying behind the minions. He can't hook through minions, so just use that. Try to bait out his hook, and after his hook is down, he has absolutely no pressure because he's melee and he can't walk up to the minions. So if you are in this kind of matchup, 2 ranged against the melee and the ranged, try to punish the melee character every time he goes for a Targon stack, and punish the ranged character every time he goes for a CS, because the melee champion can't really help him unless he has ranged abilities, but this Blitzcrank doesn't. So I'm trying to push off this Jhin off of the minion wave so he misses something. So Hecarim is coming to gank. We could have known by the way this Blitzcrank is moving. But yeah, we see it too late. And I just used my spell on Blitzcrank. And now they get my ADC. I maybe could have killed Blitzcrank with my Ignite, but I was not really sure. And I only use Ignite when I'm sure I'm gonna get the kill. Now we at least still have the Ignite pressure when we come back to lane. So the Blitzcrank gets a roam off on the mid lane or on the jungler. And we are back into lane. I tried to stop the Jhin from backing. But my Q is a bit too late. So the Sivir is now freezing in front of a turret. I like this, because we just got ganked. Blitzcrank got 2 kills, so he's a bit strong, but we still counter him, of course, because we have 2 spell shields. So I'm just gonna zone this Blitzcrank off. I know he's alone because the Jhin just backed, so he can't get in range for this experience. Always do this, so you can maybe get level 6 before they can. So as soon as Jhin comes back into lane, I stop it. I know I can't do that anymore. So I need to walk around because this Blitzcrank is zoning me. I didn't have a spell shield, so need to walk around. And I'm staying behind the minions here until my spell shield is back up. When it's back up, I can be more aggressive again. Because we are still in the better matchup. Even though they got the gank, we still have the pressure. Because we just have better champions against theirs. So I'm playing a bit too safe here. I could be a bit more aggressive. We don't have a ward. That's why I'm probably doing it. But yeah, I should be poking Jhin here. Yes, it's better. So we get a lot of damage here. We actually kind of poked them out of lane. Yeah, we need to be careful for this Hecarim. Luckily we see him this time. He goes on Sivir, but yeah, she's too healthy for Hecarim to solo kill her. And the Blitzcrank went for me and he missed. So I got my spell shield, but Ahri is coming around. She used the blast cone, so we didn't see her coming. But this Blitzcrank is a bit too aggressive. So I'm just igniting him and putting my minions on him. And we at least get the kill on Blitzcrank. My Sivir survives, so it's a 1-for-1 in a 4v2 situation. So that's pretty good. The Blitzcrank was a bit over-aggressive. He should have waited for the Ahri to come from behind. And now our Sivir gets a kill, so that's pretty good. I don't have Ignite anymore. So I lost a lot of kill pressure, but I'm almost level 6. And that will bring back my kill pressure. Because Malzahar's level 6 is insanely strong. So I'm going more for a damage build this game. Because we don't really have ranged AP damage. We have Karma Jungle, but I'm not counting on that. So I'm going the AP Sidestone item first. Then I go Wildlife's Crystal Scepter, because it just works so well with your E. Your E constantly slows them then. And then I'm going for Liandry's Torment. So I can have some more damage against these tanks later on. I want a lot of magic penetration because Malzahar's base damage is already very high. So I know the Sivir is almost in lane and the Karma is close. So I'm looking for an engage here. I'm almost level 6. So as soon as I get level 6 I just ult his Jhin when he comes too close. The Blitzcrank was too far away, so he can't cancel my ult. And yeah, the Karma comes in. And they get Jhin, and I donate the kill to Sivir here. So we got 3 kills on Sivir now, so that's pretty good. We could have went for first turret here. But we go for Dragon, that's a mistake in my opinion. But yeah, I can't get the turret on my own. So we are just gonna help our team. But yeah, first turret is more important. It will give extra gold. And the dragons will not. And I don't really care about the Ocean Drake anyways. I don't really notice the Ocean Drake regeneration, to be honest. So Malzahar is good at taking these dragons and stuff because of your Voidlings. They can tank a bit. Try to put Voidlings behind the objective and before the objective, that because the dragon, for example, has AoE, so he will one-shot all of your minions if you put them in the same place. So there's another gank here. I just do a little bit of damage against Hecarim and I try to stay with my Sivir so I can protect her. So this Blitzcrank is zoned off. I'm just going for this Blitzcrank. And yeah, I do a lot of damage. I auto attack ignite Q and he dies. Now Ahri is here, need to be behind the minions. Sivir gets the Jhin. And I survive, so this is not too bad. We get 2 kills in again a 2v4 situation. It's because they don't position well enough. So this Ahri stays for the turret. It was the first turret, so it was pretty worth it, I think. But yeah, we at least get a kill on Ahri. I didn't want to get the kill, but yeah, my Voidlings got it. And yeah, I know my Sivir is still dead. And I can push this wave out pretty quickly as Malzahar. It also gives me a little bit of extra gold for my damage items that I want. So Sivir is going mid, so I'm going bot again. To see what this Jhin is doing. I should have maybe went mid with my team, but yeah, I just want to push out this wave first. So we at least have pressure in the bot lane, so they need to send someone there. And yeah, like, you can see that I push out so quickly. It's insane. I almost get all the CS. So I'm walking over to mid now. They got the turret though I don't know if it's worth it. But it's worth it for me at least. So I'm walking over. I maybe could have ulted Jhin here, but my team is a bit too low. So I'm glad I didn't, but yeah, I had ult, so. So I'm gonna ward our jungle now, because we lost the mid and bot tower, so now we need some vision in our jungle. Karma dies to the Hecarim, but our Sivir is coming down. So I'm just going on Hecarim here. And he dies. Blitzcrank hook misses, but I also had my spell shield, so. So I got my quest item now. So every time I do damage with my spells, I also get a movement speed buff. It's pretty good on Malzahar. You can get your ult off easier. And I'm walking towards bot side. Wanted to push that out, but we see some pressure in the mid lane. And our Jax is being chased. So I'm just gonna help him. So I'm just putting all my Voidlings on Tahm Kench. Because he wants to go in. And see how much damage I did to this guy. He's pretty fat, so pretty insane the amount of damage. So warding around mid lane. Yeah, this Blitzcrank gets a little bit baited. I should have went for Jhin there. We could have maybe killed him, but at least we get a tower. So we can go back. Now we need to push out one more wave. Keep our Sivir safe. And then we can go back. So I got my Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Now I have some utility as well. With my slows. I'm going for Tahm Kench here. And the Ahri ults here. So I just flash ult her. And this is why Malzahar counters Ahri. Because you can just suppress her for 2.5 seconds, which is so long. Our Karma is getting chased. I'm just zoning them off, so they can't get her. I know Blitzcrank put a ward here. I didn't know if he put a ward here, so he can't hook over the wall unless he does it blind. So here's a mistake by me. I thought we could do something here, but our Karma is a bit too low. And the Tahm Kench is already here. We didn't know the Tahm Kench was here. And yeah, he ults in here in a good spot, and Hecarim is with him. So I try to do as much damage as I can, try to slow them, but I get hooked. And yeah, it's 4v3, so we lose that. Our Sivir dies, that's the one with all the damage, so that's pretty bad. Was my mistake, I shouldn't have been so aggressive. Get hit by Charm there, so now I need to watch for the Blitzcrank hook. But the enemy team overstays a bit. We get Sivir ult. And just ignite the Tahm Kench. So we kill him. And we trap Blitzcrank. So that's fine, they didn't get the inhibitor. They do get the tower. But that's not a bad trade. Should have went for these minions immediately. Just to push out. And then maybe they can do something mid with the minion wave. But it was too slow. Didn't use my abilities in the correct way. So we got Lucidity boots now. It's good for my flash and ignite. I also have the mastery that gives you a cooldown on summoner spells. So I will have my summoner spells up a lot. So clearing the wards, the Blitzcrank put down. And warding the Drake. But yeah, we can't really do anything. Because we are not grouped. And they are, yeah, kinda grouped. So walking around to mid lane. Putting some wards down in our own jungle. So we can fight there if they overextend. They get the dragon, but we can't really help that. I was going to help gangbang the Tahm Kench. But I believe I'm not necessary. Sivir is extremely strong. And the Trundle can just ult him. And he will lose all his resistances. So that was a bit of a waste of time by me. Should have watched better and seen that it wasn't necessary to help with the Tahm Kench. So now I'm just protecting this inhibitor and my bot lane. Because we see they go on Jax. But just damage the Hecarim. And he jumps in and ult the Jhin as soon as he comes close. So we get the pick on Jhin, that's pretty good. I need to be a bit careful because I'm low. And I don't have a spell shield at the moment. So Tahm Kench teleports in. So I'm waiting to see what he does. And now I just damage him with my minions. Go on Ahri. Can't really walk up anymore, so I need to stand back a bit. They get the kill on Tahm Kench. And yeah, here they get the kill on Ahri. I wanted to flash forward too, but I'm happy I didn't. Because then it would be 3 flashes for 1 kill, and that's not really worth it. So we are going for the tower here, but I don't really help with towers anyway, so I'm going back. I'm gonna go for vision around Baron. The Jax can get the turret on his own. So very important that around 20-30 minutes that you keep an eye on Baron. I know there are no wards here. So we know they don't have vision, at least. I'm alone here, so I need to back off a bit. Hecarim is also near. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I wanted to gangbang Tahm Kench, yeah, that was it. I'm pinging them to first gangbang Tahm Kench, because if he ults in a team fight as the 5th person, you're just gonna get screwed. But you can cancel the Tahm Kench ult with damage. So I'm just walking around Tahm Kench here, or walking after him, so he can't ult into the team fight in the mid lane. Yeah, I should have maybe been in the mid lane already. I'm pinging that Tahm Kench is coming, that they should watch out. I thought he would maybe wait in that bush, that's why I'm queuing it. The Q gives vision, so it's when I know he isn't there anymore. Now I'm running towards my team. I'm a bit late. I flash ult to Hecarim to save my Sivir. But she still dies though. At least we get some trade kills here. Try to slow the Jhin as much as I can. And we trade through 3 for 1, so that's not bad. I'm pinging the Baron because we could. I have my minions to tank. And their Hecarim died, so I'm not placing the minions in the correct way, but it still helps. And it goes pretty fast with only the 4 of us, without our fat Sivir. So this is the turning point of the game. We were behind the entire time. Well, not in the bot lane, but our team in general. And yeah, we got 3 kills there and the Baron. So now we can have, we can take down some turrets. Maybe get an inhibitor already. So clearing the wards in our jungle so we can retreat safely. If we have a team fight and we need to retreat through our jungle, it's pretty important that they don't have any wards there, because yeah, Jhin could clean up with his ult, for example, or Ahri could try and flank, or Hecarim could try and ult in, yeah, ult or E, or the Tahm Kench ult, etc. So I wanted to gangbang Tahm Kench first again, and here you see why I'm good against Tahm Kench. I just suppress him while my team kills him, and he didn't get to use his E. So I'm running towards the mid inhibitor. It's still exposed, so it's important to keep that safe. Yeah, the enemy team is not around. Malzahar and Sivir can push so fast. The 2 of them, it's insane. So I don't really have to be scared of Blitzcrank, because I have my shield up. I'm seeing if we can do something at the dragon. Just doing as much damage against Hecarim as possible. The team should go for Hecarim, but yeah, they go for the Drake. And he gets the Drake. But at least we get some kills for it. I try to do as much damage as possible, but I get killed by Deathfire Touch. By the Jhin. But here the Ahri does something stupid. She gets one shot by Jax. It's an AP Jax, so he does a lot of burst damage. And Ahri just gets annihilated. So that stupid Ahri made it good. Trying to save my teammates here. I ult the Hecarim, he overchased. Could just demolish him. Trying to do some damage, but my spell shield gets popped, so now I need to be careful. Dodge the Ahri Q. We can try to go for an inhibitor here. Barely missed the Blitzcrank hook. I was sweating there. I thought that was gonna hit. Luckily it didn't. Staying around to protect my team if it's needed. I eat the hook. I just try to do as much damage as I can. Hecarim dies. And then we go on Tahm Kench and Jhin. And yeah, that's a free inhibitor. The amount of damage I put out here, it's insane. Jhin gets another kill because of that fire touch. It's pretty funny. He got around 4 or 5 kills because of that. So here I make a stupid mistake. I thought I could flash ult the Ahri, but she just walks out of range. And I fuck up my flash. That was pretty bad. Yeah, I'm a bit too low. So I'm just gonna back.
Shut down.
So our Jax and our Trundle get caught. Because they wanted to fight Tahm Kench for some reason. They shouldn't when I'm not around. I do the most damage against this Tahm Kench. But luckily their team makes the same mistake. This Blitzcrank is... I saw him coming, so... We just kill his ass, and then we go for the rest of their team. I go on Tahm Kench. I can 1v1 him with Ignite. Takes me a bit of time though. He gets another E, so he almost kills me. I need to kite him around a bit because of his stacks and his W. If he got his W off, I would have died. So I'm running towards bot side, I thought, but the Jax was already going. Now I'm gonna go and place some vision around Baron, because it's coming up soon. I'm pinging my Sivir that the Ahri is there. We saw the blast cone go off, or the vision plant. So we know there's someone there. And dodge the Blitzcrank hook. Dodge the Ahri Q. I want to go in here. This Trundle should have collapsed on the Hecarim here. But he runs away for some reason. But we can still team fight because their team is a bit split up. And if we just stay with each other, our Sivir can kill everyone. So I just go on Blitzcrank here. And I change my focus to Hecarim. Because he goes on Sivir. So we almost kill the Hecarim. The Sivir finishes it. And yeah, now we can finish the rest of that team. I almost die here. Tahm Kench W does so much damage. And yeah, my team aces them. So we can finish here. I didn't see that, so this is my bad. I go back, but yeah, my team is gonna finish. And I could have helped with my minions. They can tank turret shots. So big mistake by me here. I should have recognized this was the last fight. But luckily my team sees it better than I do. They kill the Blitzcrank, kill the Hecarim. Yeah, now they can't even stop them anymore. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. A lot of action. I did second most damage in the game. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you next time.